Hi viewers, today's video will feature, as you can see, a watch from Steinhart. Now, I don't know why, I've only done, on this channel, I've only reviewed one Steinhart watch, which is crazy because they really do make incredible watches. A German company, proper Swiss made timepieces, and very good quality, as you're about to see. And this one is the GMT 39mm. I'll just run through the specs for this first. So as I said, this has a case diameter of 39mm. It's just 13mm thick. The lug width is 20mm and the lug to lug is 47mm. And this has a water resistance rating of 300 meters. Screw down crown, a smart ceramic bezel insert, and the movement in this watch is the ETA 2893-2, and all the markings on the dial there are loomed with the Superluminova BGW9, and the crystal on this is a sapphire crystal, double anti-reflective. Shows off that really smart dial, crystal clear. The dial is a matte black, and obviously you've got the magnifier on the date window as well. Now obviously this is a homage watch to a fairly well known luxury brand. I personally don't have an issue with homage watches. Some people don't like them. Personally I don't have a big problem with it. The execution of this watch is superb. The quality, I think, compared to all the homage watches out there, I truly believe Steinhart make the absolute best renditions. The quality is right up there. It's really super high quality. They're all Swiss made, Swiss movements, automatic movements. The build quality is exceptional. The fit and finish is really good, and I cannot think of any other watch that compares favourably to Steinhart for that price point, because these retail at around, I think it's €590 on their website, which is around about £550, and yeah, maybe $650, something like that. It's a really good price for a watch of this quality, and I can't think of any other Swiss made watch with these specifications that comes close to that price point. So I think they're unrivaled in that respect. I've seen quite a lot of people rubbish Steinhart online, and even one person commented on my channel saying they're just rubbish toy watches, and on probing a bit further, he admitted he's never ever held or owned one. It's just crazy that people can have these opinions without having any experience of the watch itself. I think people make assumptions because it's a homage watch, but if they actually held it in their hands, they'd see why these are so popular and what makes them so good. Now hopefully you can pick this up in the video, but it's only when you hold a watch like this that you really appreciate the quality and the fit and finish, because you know, it has a lovely weight. It's not too heavy, but it's I think it's about 160 grams. But it just feels right. You know, there's no rattling. The bracelet, this is a Jubilee style bracelet. They do an oyster one as well, but it's such a well-made bracelet. So no rattles. You've got screw pins to take the links out. It's very smooth and articulates perfectly. The polishing on the sides there, really well done. You've got a signed crown and then brushed finish on the top of the lugs. And the clarity of that dial, the printing is very sharp. And there's very few faults with this watch. The screw down crown, again, that's a good telltale sign of a quality watch. It's not gritty at all, it's just silky smooth. A lovely pop to it, and again, moving the hands, it's just feels right. It's so smooth, and the date, again, very smooth and perfectly positioned. The GMT hand is moved by turning the crown the other way, and again, just perfect. No trouble engaging the threads, and you've got the crown guards there as well, so it's a very well built dive watch. You've got a good depth there of 300 meters. The case back is a screw down case back with this engraving on the back. So yeah, they are really well made watches, and I think this 39mm is the perfect size for this. They do come in a 42mm as well, and the other models have aluminium bezel inserts. You've got the Pepsi one, the Coke one, and obviously black, and I think this is the best version personally, with the ceramic insert, the size 39mm, perfect, and it's just, yeah, really a very sharp looking watch. I think this particular model was launched a few years ago, but they still have it on their website, and the only thing I would say is, fair enough being a homage watch, but I would prefer it if they made a few extra tweaks just to make it look a little bit more unique, as they have done with some of their watches. I think it's better when they do their own twist, but apart from that, no complaints at all. There are some subtle differences. The case shape is a bit different to the real thing, and I think the hands are slightly different. Anyway, I'll put that on the wrist now, show you how that looks. Yeah, really very smart indeed. Sits flat on the wrist, very comfortable, feels light, doesn't actually feel bulky at all for a GMT watch. That's quite a good thing. It's got a nice profile. I would have liked to see a domed effect on that crystal, but it is a flat one. Very classy. So let's have a look at the bracelet again in more detail. Got the this Steinhart signed clasp, fold over clasp, which is well made, milled there. It's probably a little bit dated now, that style, but it does the job, and it does have some nice finishing on it. You've got the polished beveled edge there, and then that lovely brushed finish on the surface. I like the contrast with this fold over bit is polished. So let's check out the bezel. It is 120 clicks. Perfect, no play whatsoever. Yeah, great. Lines up perfectly. That is loomed, that pip at the 12 o'clock position. Wonderful. Okay, I'll show you how the loom is now. Yeah, really bright. That's a lovely loom actually. Nice colour. And that will last throughout the night. Good stuff. Right, well, before I wrap up, I just want to zoom in on that dial. Let's have a look at that in more detail. Yes, well, as you can see, the printing on there is so crisp. I like a little bit of colour, so seeing that Ocean GMT in red looks good. But yeah, really crisp, very sharp. And the markings, Yeah, well applied, no nasty edges there whatsoever. Yeah, it all looks flawless. The date magnifier does its job. Could be a bit of extra magnification, but it's absolutely fine. You can still read the date very easily. And then you can see the numbers, they're actually etched into the ceramic bezel insert. Okay, well that is it. I think you'll agree that is a very smart looking watch. Really impressed with this one from Steinhart. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.